follow you. But yeah, I think just I'm with the merchandise, just putting yourself out more.
Yeah.
But for those of y'all that don't know, this is Olivia with New Passion for Purpose, the barbershop. This is her team, Kevin and Tia, right? If you want to explain to them what you do and who you are.
Absolutely. So, like you said, I'm Olivia, and I am the founder of. Oh, sure.
Let's have it a little bit.
Like this. Okay. I'm Olivia, and I'm the founder, visionary for the barbershop. New Passion for Purpose is the parent company because we also do nonprofit work. So, but the barbershop is what we're here definitely to talk about today. But the barbershop is we cater to male grooming and foot care products and foot care services.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Hey, Kevin, can you make sure your mic recording? It's red.
Yeah.
All right, good.
What made you wanna start in just healthcare and hygiene products and services?
Well, really, originally, it's just because I liked serving in that area. I enjoyed serving with hands and with feet, also with hair. I enjoyed doing that, and I found myself making a genuine connection with the male population. And word spreads, and so you have it. But really, for the passion, the love of it all.
I feel that starting out, especially with this barbershop being catered to men, did you feel like you struggled with convincing men that this is still masculine and this is still something that you can acceptably do as a man?
Absolutely. There definitely are challenges when it comes to male grooming. And it's also like that with women as well, I won't call it being picky, but people like what they like, just like when you go to a doctor, it's not easy switching doctors, right? You want to stay with the same doctor. He knows your health. He knows the foundation, everything. Likewise, with your personal stylist, anytime that's in jeopardy or in transition, people like to stay with the same personal stylist. So, it definitely has its challenges.
See, for me, like, and it's not like this no more, but I'm somebody who used to have some of my toenails would be black. Some would be a little black. And you took care of that for me, actually. I remember I came to you, you told me you was going to clean it right up. Before I had a girl for real, I wouldn't even have fathomed to go sit in a chair and let somebody touch my feet. Because that's not nothing that, it don't seem masculine. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's the same with guys that do their nails. Like it just, it's a stigma around it. It's a stereotype around it that prevents you from doing it.
Yeah.
What do you tell men to kind of get them over that?
Good,
if
good
anything.
question. Yeah. So, I get the masculinity, right? But at the end of the day, we're all human beings, okay? Whether male or female. We all have feet. We all have the same organs, okay? Right? And, and we all as humans want to feel good. We want to look good. We want to be in control and, level up in our social status. We want to feel good. And be healthy, right?
Hygiene thing.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not really a man or a woman issue. It's like a total package with hygiene, like your hair, your nails,
Skin.
your skin. Like all of it goes together. So.
I feel like men, we got programmed to think like that's, we're not supposed to be doing that. We're supposed to be like,
hair,
exactly.
How many people, men, take off their shoes are like ashamed?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't feel like that about parts of your body.
Are you comfortable telling a man where he might be going wrong at? Like,
Sure.
listen.
Do it all the time.
Okay.
Yes.
So if I pull out the dogs, right, and you see a couple of them black, what you saying? Like, hold on, brother.
Yeah, exactly. You need to work on that.
Okay.
Okay, you need to go pull up at this barbershop.
Yeah.
Give you a nice little treatment.
I think
Go
that's
get
the-
some essential oils. So we can work on that.
I think that's the biggest thing. Like, it's not enough discourse and communication around, and that's where the shame becomes. It's a shame,
That's right.
really. Like, I'm ashamed of my toes, or I'm not ashamed of my toes no more. But that's where it becomes. I'm not about to show nobody my toes.
That's right.
If it's not even shame, it's just like you ignoring. You ignore
That's
it.
right.
Yeah.
And that's where I would piggyback and say, you know, when it comes to feet, especially hands and feet, with the male population, a lot of them live in shame, you know, and because it's like a code, like it's acceptable and it's okay to my boy. So that's right, you know. So you know what I'm saying? They jump on that same bandwagon.
That don't really be the real of life, for real. Because men just be, we be groomed to think that it's okay to not. Most men that's masculine, because nowadays it's men that's masculine, but are into all the stuff that you would say back in the day was kind of feminine, for real though. Like, but then it's a lot of men that's masculine that's not, that still talk down on it. And even me, like I was a boy, I'm almost 40 now. As a boy, looking at my grandpa, all my uncles and all them. Every single one of them all had crazy hammer time on their feet, crazy bunions, crazy black
That's
toenails,
funny.
yellow toenails. And I always would laugh and crack jokes on them. Even getting older and getting in school and playing sports and seeing it, would laugh and crack jokes. Thank God I always was blessed and never had like the funguses on my toes or nothing like that, for real. But men don't be used to somebody saying that that's okay or seeing a masculine man do it. They see men go under cared for real.
Yeah.
And then back in the day too, most men was meant to just be protectors and providers. So that kind of gave me in the kind of vibe of being feminine, for real, because that's what men were used to providing for their women, for real. So even though it's about health, everybody know health is wealth and all that, for real. Even though health is the most important thing, for real, it still got to look down. But now society is changing because there's so much social media and the internet, and it is masculine men that do it. Like, prime example, everybody knows Shaq got the craziest, ugliest feet in the world, but Shaq could be the first person. Nobody never heard nothing weird about him, about his sexuality, nothing. Shaq is definitely masculine, for real. And he's like one of the biggest men in the country, for real. Shaq is straight show his feet, but Shaq is straight tell you too that Shaq like to take care of himself. And now that time is changing, and it is so much pictures and so much social media. Like back in the day when my grandpa would take trips and my uncle would take their family on trips and all that, everybody didn't have the big cameras out and posting pictures everywhere and showing pictures of everybody on the beach and all that, where they do now. So now when men is taking their families on trips and all that, men don't want to be in the pictures and their feet looking all crazy, because that's how society is. Society nitpick now. So it ain't even about being.
Let me ask you a question. When you see Dwayne Wade, what you think of Dwayne Wade? Because
that's different. That ain't the same. That's not the same. I rock with Dwayne Wade. I respect him because to each his own. I don't judge nobody for what they do, for real. But some people straddle the fence and play the game where they leave the door open for you to speculate and think what you want. And it's, like I said, it's any man's or woman's prerogative what they're going to do behind closed doors anyways, for real. But like, as far as the image he portrayed and then the stuff that you condone, for real, he really, to me, going with the narrative of how this country is trying to make it okay to be. And like I said, I don't disagree with nothing. That's it's a fine line to cross. But this country, everywhere you look, they're trying to promote sexuality so much, and even on kids, down to the cartoons and all that. And that's never the focus as a kid. A kid's mind should be to grow and get wisdom and before they even start thinking about sexuality and all that. But everything is so sexuality, and they pushing the LGBTQ community and all that stuff, and it's making such a big wave for real now. Like, and it's always been, since I've been a kid, it's always been people that's been gay, straight, normal, bi, trans, all that. All of it has been going on, for real, but it just never was put to the forefront. And now they're putting it to the forefront. So now that's kind of opened the door for people to be a little bit more acceptable with what they choose to do, for real, because it's not so taboo or swept under the rug no more, for real. And to me, Dwayne Wade, I don't think he know what he want to do with himself, for real, personally. I
Shout
think he
out to
really just
D-Wade.
got a wife to cover up for real, because it is men that's masculine that do stuff that could be considered feminine for real though, like go get their nails done, get their feet done for real, go to the barbershop every single week, get their hair cut, edge up, get the spray on, because I'm a barber, so it's so much stuff that back in the day when I was younger would be considered feminine for real though, like men coming in the shop getting their hair dyed for real to
I
cover
was
up their
gonna say,
grays.
do you do the spray when you?
That's like
So-
a top thing now. For if you're not
Fibers,
doing that in the
yes.
game,
Color
you,
enhancement.
Yeah,
if
but
you're not
see,
doing
I
that,
seen
the enhancement, you're not.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't get my hair cut that often. I got my hair cut when we went to the A. Bro said, let me touch you up.
With the sauce.
I said, what are you talking about? It ain't right head for that one. You feel me? And I denied that, you feel me, the spray paint. But he was kind of like,
He called it the spray paint.
he kind of
Bro, if you get this service done one time, I guarantee you not never ever gonna want to get your edge up without it for real, because it's just a whole different look. It's
It's a filler.
it's the look.
Yeah, I be feeling like I don't know. I like the natural cut. Like
Mm-hmm.
my barber, he be asking me to do it, but I be like, nah. Like,
Yeah.
But it's the same thing with the Beijing though, where you take a Shabaldi, give him waves, give him waves, and that's like, to me that's no different than makeup. But I'm not looking at your masculinity no different from that. Really, I think the real thing is, because D-Wade do be straddling the line. I think it come down to every individual. One, what you trying to put out, what you want your image to be, and that's where I think it's different for him. But two, if you feel secure in who you are, then can't nobody tell
Right.
you nothing
That's
about
right.
your decision.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
And then at the end of the day, too, women now is more vocal than they used to be back in the day.
Yeah.
Women didn't have a voice, so most women wasn't going to say something to her man that's got black toenails and all that, because he putting all the food on the table, and she knows she probably gonna get beat up because it wasn't domestic violence and all that. So now times upgraded for
Times are
now, and women got
different.
more of a voice, and it's a lot of women that's taking care of their man for real. I know men that make great money and their wife make great money, but their wife make more money than them. So financially in the household, their wife really is the breadwinner for real, even though the man is the full provider and the breadwinner too for real. But the wife ain't selling for him going on vacation with them and her feet looking bad.
Right.
So she's gonna speak up and say something. Whereas back in the day, a woman didn't have that voice for real,
Right.
because you can't tell somebody what to do when they're taking care of everything for real.
What you gonna say,
I
Olivia?
wanted to add two things to what Kevin has said. One, just going back on the Dwayne Wade. That's his name. Dwayne Wade. One, okay, let me skip that because I forget that. But really, it's not so much of men's feet or anybody's feet rather, because I also do women, it's really about not so much black toenails or the cosmetic effect of it all, why I got into it, but it's really about the health. If you have black toenails, there's something going on the inside.
That's a fact.
There's something
Right.
going on.
Right.
You have a deficiency, you have a lack of something. In our community, black people, we are prone to die from diabetes and heart disease, okay? Your feet tell it all, okay? So if you have black toenails or if you have thick, chalky, thick nails and whatnot, your feet say it all. There's something going on the inside. There's a deficiency. So that is really my thing with it. Not so much of the cosmetics, even though I provide a cosmetic service.
You kind of take it to a deeper level because, like,
Yes.
No, it's really true. Like when we're doing certain services, especially when we're able to see like from the knee and below, you can see certain people's legs, and you're like, oh, well, these are swollen. Like you're suffering from some type of
Yes.
right now.
Yes.
Something's going on. You're
Inflammation.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Yep.
it's like, okay, you need to check that. I had a client, he had some type of warts on the bottom of his foot. I was like, this isn't normal. You need to go check that out. Found out he had HPV from
Yep.
the warts on the bottom of his foot.
Whoa.
That's like,
Yep.
You can't cure that.
That's too close to.
It start with an H. You can't cure that.
Yeah.
That's like a reflection of
But-
life for real. 'cause
Yeah.
Yes.
So everything is connected to your feet, like that's
Yes.
what I'm saying. So if there's something that we can see, like on the outside, there's something going on in the inside.
Yes.
And it could
Absolutely.
be multiple different things because everything is connected to your feet.
Yep.
You know, when you're
And your hands, and your nails, and your skin, and all that. You can tell all of that somebody's health by
And your
all
feet
those
take you
things.
everywhere you want to go. So it's like you need to take care of them.
And you know what? It really, in my study and research of it all, it really did start with my dad. He had cancer. Okay, and me and my sisters, my two sisters, we took care of him. And I really, really, really wanted, I'm like, look, we can reverse this because our bodies are made to reverse,
Right.
you know, whatever sickness or disease we're ailing with and whatnot. So I'm like, Dad, I know. And I really wanted him to eat right. I wanted it, I think, more than he did. And, you know, God dealt with me on that. And God told me, he's like, okay, Libby, that's my nickname, you know, childhood nickname. He's like, you know what? Look, you're being selfish right now. Your dad, he's lived a long life. He just wants to, you know, be okay, wants your presence, but remove yourself from that situation. And if he wants Oreos, give it to him. If he wants this, give it to him. But you still be there for your dad. And of course I will. I'm a daddy's girl. And I began to monitor his feet. And I saw the changes and everything. I began to study reflexology. You know, your feet are not only are they the foundation of your body, but you can literally send signals to your organs, to the things within. And I know we're going deep a little bit here.
That's what we do.
But yeah, but it's really, really true, y'all. It's true.
The way
Just like what we all doing right here, entrepreneurs and whatnot. Words are powerful, right?
Right.
Words are powerful. So if you think it, you can do it.
Yeah.
You got an idea?
the
Then
way
it's
I see
done.
it, like we kind of ain't no real parts of the body. It's all one thing. We kind of created parts just so
Yeah,
we
the
can
body is a
dissect
system.
it. It's all connected. It's really
Yep, it is.
Ain't no toe. Your toe is the body. Like it's
That's
the whole
right.
thing.
That's right.
But it is true that the feet are the foundation. Do you have clients that practice like grounding and what? And do you encourage grounding?
When you mean grounding, what?
Okay, can you
Grounding.
explain what it is?
I do that too.
Is that?
Shout out to you, Tiz. You know, shout out to you for just knowing what that is for real.
Yeah, I do a lot of yoga and meditating and like just trying to feel my body, you know where everything is and just like be connected with it. And I'm always barefoot. I like to be connected to the ground. They say the ground has certain like frequencies in it.
Yes.
Energy, all that.
That's
Is,
right.
everything in the world revolves and moves off of energy
Yeah,
for
and
real.
so it's like they say everything that we need on this earth to heal us is already here. And so just being connected to it, they say shoes kind of keep you from
Yeah, disconnected.
Yep.
Here's your barrier. So you take those off. Just outside.
You need to
all the
touch
time.
the grass.
I don't know if it's true or not, but I
It's
feel
definitely
like
true.
It's definitely true.
It's true.
I attest to that. It's
I
definitely
really
true.
do. So like this whole summer, I'm outside in my backyard. I live like right off a golf course. It's really green, and I put out my yoga mat and I'm barefoot and I'm just in the sun doing really deep breaths, like, and it's a really good time. Yeah.
Can y'all tell by people's skin? Can y'all tell like who's like vitamin D deficient or stuff like that? Like,
Hydrated.
yeah, they ain't be in the sun
Absolutely.
enough or stuff like that.
Yes.
Because I think it's
And
a
most
lot
of
of
us are.
it's a lot
All
of us
of us
that
are
are
because of where we
yeah.
live. It's
Right.
regional. Like we need the sun. The sun brings us that vitamin D. And I know for women, anytime you go to your OBGYN, they're going to ask you about your vitamin D. But absolutely, we live in Ohio, so
Inner
we're
city at
literally-
that.
Right.
So
We're-
you're not gonna be outside like that. See, because I think, no disrespect to any other community, but for the black community especially, like we kind of glorify being in the house or being outside, but not the right being outside. Like you're not in nature, you're not grounding, you're not sun gazing, you're not really doing nothing that's beneficial for your body. So
That's right.
that's where I feel like y'all come in to not only educate people about themselves, but how you can correct that.
Yeah.
So on top of that, like what would you say are daily things that people could do to take care of their skin and their feet, their hands, nails, all of that type stuff?
I know y'all have heard it before, but it really is true. Water.
Water, drinking water.
Water and watermelon.
I was about to say that.
Water
H3O2
and water,
though. Everybody,
that's right.
they tricked us for so
That's-
long. A lot of stuff they only gave us the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more to the knowledge.
Yep.
Can't just have knowledge without wisdom and understanding.
Yep.
H3O is better than water for real, because they just finding this out. And I learned this early from games we used to play, because I've never been a drinker. We would play this game and we would play cards and do push-ups, and we would drink cups of water for it. And after drinking so many cups of water, you get the same effect as you will from drinking alcohol for real. You'll get dizzy. You'll start getting lightheaded. I ain't gonna invite you to try it for real. 'Cause you can look it up now, and people are dying from this for real. From them telling us everybody is supposed to drink 3 gallons of water per day. You flushing all the good minerals and all that out your body.
you
You could just strictly eat cucumbers and watermelon for real.
Watermelon,
And kale. Cucumbers, watermelon, kale, those are super hydrators for real. You can survive off of just watermelon and cucumbers for real every day and never drink a lick of regular water for real. You'd be more hydrated than somebody that's guzzling water for real. You have more electrolytes, you have more vitamins, minerals, and all that. Because water doesn't hold vitamins or minerals for real. That's why you see different types of water for real. Purified water, spring water,
distilled
vitamin water, distilled water, all that for real. That's all
Alkaline
stuff they
water,
put in
yeah.
fluoride and all that and all that. Almost all natural water that's coming from our treatment facilities in every city around the country got fluoride in it. And that's poison.
Facts.
You can put fluoride on this table and leave it there and sit in the sun for real, and it's going to start deteriorating the paint and all that for real.
That's
Fluoride not even really good for our teeth for real, but that's what they tell us.
It ain't good for our pineal gland. It ain't good
Nah,
for us,
it,
period.
it's poison.
And to your point about cucumbers and just H3O2, when I make a
Smoothie.
I make gallons of water. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
cut up cucumbers and lemons
Yep.
and throw it in there, let it sit overnight, and drink it in the morning, because that's where the hydration really comes
Yep.
from. You feel me? But people really don't be knowing that about their skin.
Yeah.
And then they'll drink the alcohol.
Yeah,
and it'll be
that-
deteriorating their skin and all type of stuff. So it just go back to the basics, really.
And if you're going to drink water, I mean, of course, I do drink alkaline water to balance my pH, because our bodies are meant to be alkaline versus acidic.
Right.
But spring water
is
the way
it.
to go.
It is.
Right, I agree.
Don't give me
I
no
tell
purified water.
everybody that I do not drink purified water or distilled water, none of that. I only drink spring water.
Yep.
I don't like how it tastes.
You say you don't like how it
People be
tastes.
down in the purified water thinking it tastes good, but that's the water that don't got no minerals.
They
in it.
take everything out.
That's why it tastes so
Now,
good.
it's good for the steam. We do use that at this barber shop.
Okay.
For the steam, it's good for your face, with the steam. But to drink and to ingest, spring water is the best way to go, especially for women.
Or if you can find a good pH balanced spring water too, for real. 'Cause like you said, our bodies is supposed to have a high pH and low acidic balance in it for real. And that's what be causing people a lot of health issues too. They pH balance be off for real.
Yep.
And with a low pH balance and a high acidic level, cancer can thrive in the body. That's something that I learned with my family, with us going holistic and being real healthy for real. One of my baby's mom's daughter just beat cancer. We did everything holistic with her for real. My grandpa and all them, we tried to get them to tell them how to do certain stuff. We're getting them to take the sea moss. It's this a plant called soursop. It's really kind of
Soursop.
illegal in the United States for real. They don't like everybody know about it for real. But soursop is a natural cure for cancer for real. Living witness, my baby's mom and daughter got diagnosed with cancer last year. She's completely in remission of cancer. She took, I think, maybe 2 or 3 chemo treatments. We gave her a whole lot of soursop and water for real, whole lot of sea moss, whole lot of kales, smoothies with like a whole lot of holistic high pH balance stuff for real. Kept her water levels good with the pH balance and all that for real. And her cancer's gone for real.
It's crazy because
But that's maybe because she was a kid and we had more control over that for real. Because the hospitals was trying to flood her with all type of medicine and all that. We took her from this children's hospital
And a patient cured is a patient lost. So they're
Right.
not trying to cure no patients.
Right.
They
want you to stay on the medicine for that's where the money is. That's
Facts.
the biggest industry in this country right now.
And it's so crazy to take it back to something that you told me one time. Another thing that I think could help people just as far as like eliminating cancer bodies or just ailments in their body. You said eat according to your blood type.
That's right.
Could you speak
Right.
more on that? Because you told me that a while ago.
Yes. So it all began again with my dad.
Okay.
And I was seeing the changes that his body was going through and everything, and for me it really affected me, so I'm just like, I have kids, I have grandbabies, and I got an assignment. I got a lot to do. I can't check out of here anytime soon.
That's
okay.
facts.
So I'm like, okay, it's got to be a way, to feel better. Because again, I was feeling, a little weak, lethargic, and whatnot, and I knew it had to do with the food and my habits. So I began to eat according to my blood type, because in just even my common sense, it's like me going to the doctor all these years, and I'll be 47 in 2 weeks. I'm like, what can I do? It all revolves around your blood. Everything. It revolves around your blood. And then my common sense was like all these different blood types and whatnot. Anglo-Saxons usually are AB or A, but I found that our culture, my people, Black people, are usually O or O positive, O negative,
Right.
and B. So I'm just like, you know what? What's the mystery behind the madness, right? So I just began to research, and I knew I was B positive, okay, which I like that. Y'all feel that? B positive. I like that. I like that. So I knew I was like on the right track. So B positive is is my blood type, and I'm like, okay, what can I eat to make, because I got tired. I do a lot of things, y'all. I'm a wife. I'm a mother. I'm a grandmother. I'm a businesswoman, an entrepreneur.
Right.
I hope I'm a good friend. I'm a
Right.
lot of things. I need my energy, But at the same time, I like to have fun. So I got my vices, right? So me with just trying to, I don't care, some may call it straddling the fence. Me, I just call it balance, leveraging. I was like, okay, I need to find out what I could eat that to make me, I need to thrive. So long story short, I began to do my research. Eating according to your blood type is very, very wise. That's it, y'all. That's it. That's going to give you longevity in life. That's going to, those headaches that you often get and go to the doctor for and have him prescribe you a prescription for. Those
Inflammation
inflammation
Right.
or gas or all those, fatigue, all those symptoms can be eliminated just by eating
Right.
what your body is meant to receive.
See, it's so crazy
That's
though,
it.
because you found this out recently in terms of like your whole life. He spoke on the benefits to H3O, H3O2 as opposed to H2O.
Yeah,
Like this is all information, and we in the information age.
that's right.
You know what I'm saying? So a callback to what we was talking about, like, yeah, people might do their nails or people might just get an edge up every week.
Right.
But that's information, knowing that I look good, I feel good. Or eating to my blood type is gonna make me feel better. Like all of that is kind of breaking down the norms that we already had in our society. And it's gonna start, in my opinion, whether it's for better or worse, it's gonna start changing how we think about what's masculine and what's feminine. Which I think we should, because women can take on roles that we don't see as feminine and they can thrive in them. Just like men can, you know, vice versa. But and now everything ain't for everybody. But it's important to learn stuff like about your blood, like the way just families eat dinner. If we all eating the same thing every night, well, this might not be good for his blood type. You know what I'm saying? But you got to finish your plate before you get up from the table. You know, like that's that's a programmed, indoctrinated habit that may not really be good for us. So it's like this information age is going to come with a lot of new information and a lot of breaking down social norms.
To the eating to your blood type and connected with the information age. Because I was there when you told us that, to eat to your blood type. So what I did, I went to ChatGPT. So I was like, what foods are good for O positive? That's what I got. Yeah. And then after it gave me the food, I was like, okay, after it gave me the food, I was like, give me like foods that I can, or a recipe that I can make type shit. And ChatGPT just listed out, and then like I was like, give me a meal for the week. It gave me a meal for the week. So that's a little hack you can do if you want to eat.
The information age is ChatGPT is the cheat code right there.
And you know, Jordan, it's all there. And this, you know, learning it and searching for it, that's the easy part, right?
Yep.
That's simple.
The application,
the discipline,
you be stuck.
and applying it is a whole nother thing. Okay, it will switch up your lifestyle. It will switch things up. You know, do you know? Be positive. I'm not supposed to eat chicken. Chicken is not good for me, but chicken is everywhere. It's
I don't think chicken good for us, period.
It's everywhere.
We love it.
Hold on. We gotta be real about chicken though.
Right.
We gotta be real
It's
about.
a bird.
Is it real chicken?
Well,
Nowadays, we don't know. We don't know now. My dad always said that. Like, it's not that many. For as much as the population continues to grow and grow and grow and grow and grow around the world, nobody never start making chickens population grow to catch up with us for real. They never caught up with us for real. And people eat daily, and people waste. We waste so much food in this country for real. We would have been depleted the supply of chicken and
cows
beef and all of that for real. So where does this stuff come from? But you know what we're not paying attention to because people are so blind still, but everything's right there. Look on social media every day. For the past, this year alone, I done tried 4 or 5 different fruits that don't even make no sense, that I never heard of, that I swore I wouldn't try genetically modified stuff, but I tried it because I'm tired of eating the same thing, and it was actually good, super, super good. Like I had something called a plum clot. Then I had something that was called a plum melon. It was a plum mixed with a watermelon. I had it was a, what was it called? It was a cherry and a plum mixed.
Chilum.
They getting crazy.
Bro, I don't remember what it was called, but I tried 4 different fruits that never existed for real. That I never heard of.
I seen some cotton candy grapes.
oh, I've seen
I tried that. I love those. Those are not real, bro, but it's good.
That's the only fruit they gonna eat is the cotton candy grape. They not touching no banana, no watermelon.
The scientists in the lab just like,
They experiment and they crossbreeding anything now.
They in the lab for real.
And if they doing that with the fruit and we trying it, what y'all think they doing to the meat and
To the
everything
meat.
for real?
Well,
Chicken ain't never been used to be this big.
Nah.
Now you get a chicken wing this big, like, brother, put that back. Let me go.
And the
That's why I'm
thing
the
is, it's
pickiest
everywhere.
eater.
That was my point. Like, it's everywhere. If you are not disciplined, you know, and it's going to take some time, y'all. Be patient with yourself.
In this country, like if you go to other countries, it's
not like that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's so much.
our country all about the money.
Yeah, it is. This is a whole different ball. This is a business. Nobody don't be taking that in consideration for real. That's why everybody gets a social security number. This is a whole business where we're all articles of this country, and it is what it is. People just is in denial for real. Every other country that comes over here, you can go, all of us in the room is all of some type of African descent. So we all are African Americans for real in the eyes of any other race or people that's all in this room right now. If a African that's a real African comes from over in Africa and sits in a room with us and we have a conversation with them, I guarantee they would try and belittle all of us for real because they feel like we're stupid. And we're blind and we're naive.
And we property.
They know their worth. They know that. Most Americans don't even know that. You can tell most Americans that and they will laugh. Like, bro, you're a piece of property for real. You're an article. You're a merchandise. You got a serial number. They'd be like, what?
You get a death certificate as well as a birth certificate.
Yeah, they keep track of everything.
I think it would be a good thing if people start to think of themselves as, because we always call it the bag. You are the bag.
Right.
If you think of yourself as property or a product or a bag, you're gonna really start to think about what you investing into yourself and what you consume, and whether it's the news, social. Yeah, because you raising the property value. You know what I'm saying? Or you can lower the property value. But it all come down to what you consuming and what's your image out here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't think to do stuff like that. But I think that's where y'all come in. Like when I step out the barbershop, when I get done, get my feet done, I'm walking with a new purpose. You know what I'm saying? New passion for purpose. Yeah. I'm walking out of there like I feel a lot better. I want to take care of myself. I'm not about to go get into no mess. You know, I'm clean right now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's about a feeling really that people really don't cherish, or I think people just take themselves for granted.
Yeah. Can I add to that though? It you know, I mean, there's a whole history with foot washing, okay, and you know, cleansing your feet. And I do realize, yes, in North America culture, it's a masculinity type thing or whatever. But all in all, it does have, you do have to be vulnerable. It is an intimate service, okay? Foot washing, cleaning your feet, foot detailing, what we do at the barber shop. It is an intimate service. So I do understand, and I do realize, you know, the call and on my life with what I'm doing. Same thing with Tia. You know, when you are, you know, it's an act of humility, you know, and I'm just giving you, I guess, my perspective of it and why I love doing it so much, okay? It is, you know, an act of humility. It is a service that transcends, you know, beyond the cosmetic and the physical aspect. And I'm not trying to get so, don't
you can
try
take
to think
it
I'm
I know what you're trying to say. Can I say one thing to chime in? So I know what you're trying to say. This is the moral of what you're trying to say for real. At the end of the day, from a masculine male perspective, this is what I tell everybody when I push the image of what we're trying to push out about this shop and what it's all about. There's nothing feminine about getting your feet done and taking care of your feet. Because at the end of the day, whatever religion you believe in, whether you're a Christian or a Muslim, Muslims believe when they come down and they make their salat, or they got to be clean, or they got to go in front of the Lord, they have to wash their hands, they have to wash their feet to humble themselves to go in front of the Lord. When Jesus, if you're a Christian, you believe in Christianity or anything under that umbrella, when Jesus came on the scene and met anybody, it don't matter who they was, the first thing they tried to do for him was take him and wash his feet for real and make sure his feet was clean. It always says in the Bible, it says it in the Quran too, but in different words for real. Cleanliness is next to godliness. Like we said, health is also wealth too. Yes. So there's never nothing feminine about that. It's a stigma and a stereotype, but men got to get over that because when I cut people's hair too, I even got to get even in debt with people's hair for real because you know how many times I went to cut somebody's hair and they got all type of ingrown hairs in their face, or they got super bad psoriasis, or they got super bad dandruff, or they got really bad fungus growing on their neck. I done had people with lice, all type of stuff for real, but they don't know better because as a man, nobody's not telling them, hey, you should be a little bit more clean, or you should wash your hair this many times a week or nothing. I know mass men that then came to me and I'd have had to tell them to start using shampoo. I'm almost 40 years old and I've been cutting hair for 20 plus years. You know how many, if I didn't cut 1,000 men's hair in my entire life, I'd have had to at least tell 750 of them to use shampoo in their hair. You cannot wash your hair with body wash or a bar of soap because nobody never taught them to groom themselves like that. That's not being feminine. That's grooming yourself because if you're not using a proper soap, a body a Dow or a Dove body soap that you wash in your armpits and stuff. Because this is even coming up in conversation now with the races about who's clean.
Yeah.
I know y'all have seen that on the internet about how certain cultures believe in more being clean and certain cultures don't, for real. Basically, the blacks versus the whites, for real. How blacks kind of is showing and proving how we like to take baths and we believe in using wash rags daily and all that. And it's all type of testimonials from the Caucasian people for real that believe in. I done seen stories from them saying that they had their kid and they didn't get their kid a bath for the whole first 8 months of their life, for real, because that's how they was raised. I know hella white people that told me that they never used a washcloth, that they use washcloths for decoration in their bathroom. Like, bro, what do you wash up with?
As a woman, I don't use a washcloth.
But it's loofahs.
Another story.
No, but listen, no, you're missing the whole thing. I ain't saying about not using.
I'm washing, but
No, listen, it's loofahs, it's washcloths, it's all different ways that you can clean yourself. But the more what I was getting at with them, they don't believe in using none of that, for real. They believe in, from the majority of them, I can't say all of them, but from the majority that they've been interviewed and asked this question to, for real, they believe that it's clean to have one bar of soap in your bathroom. Everybody that comes in there and takes a bath, don't use a rag or nothing. Everybody use that bar of soap and wash yourself up with the bar of soap. Not lather their hand and then wash up. Use a bar of soap and be in their pits, in their crotch, with the bar of soap and put it back down, and everybody uses the same thing. A community bar of soap.
if they're
That's
happy,
not clean.
If they're happy and that's what makes them feel good, hey.
No, that's how the bacteria, the moral of this is.
Bacteria.
The moral of
if
anything
it's-
I'm getting at, it wasn't about being racist or nothing like that or anything. The moral is about health and wealth, cleanliness, good hygiene, not having good hygiene, not having good hygiene or bad hygiene, not equaling you being masculine or feminine, for real. Because you can be super bad hygiene and dirty, but that don't mean that you're super masculine or you're more of a man, for real. Because you're dirty and you don't take care of yourself, that means you're dirty. And you don't care about yourself and you don't value your temple, because
facts.
That's what everything says. This is your temple.
I want to add to what you're saying, because you said it's like you got to be vulnerable or it's an act of humility. But I think that way of thinking is the problem. Like, it's not, I don't got to be vulnerable to go take care, to me.
No.
If I got a problem, I need to get this taken care of.
You shouldn't be thinking of that vulnerability.
Yeah, like,
Absolutely.
I need to handle this.
That's where I think Kevin's value come in, because it's different hearing it from you versus hearing it from a man that's taking care of himself. He ain't nothing short of masculine, but he keeping himself well put together.
I feel like a lot of it comes from growing up, though. Like
what you taught.
Boys will be boys. Like,
Yeah.
A lot of people just don't even put the effort into teaching their
Nah, cause I'm still learning all this stuff. I'm about to be 40 in a couple months, bro, and I got 6 daughters. For within the past 5 years, for real, I'm the second oldest brother out of all my siblings. There's 8 of us, for real. So I always grew up around a lot of kids, family. I got hella aunts, uncles, big family, for real. So we grew up in an era where we had to be masculine. We had to be boys and men's men and stuff like that, for real. And now that stuff is changing a little bit, for real. Times is different, for real. I got daughters, so you would have never ever convinced me that I would go to a nail salon, sit down in a nail salon and get a manicure, for real. But I've done it because I have daughters. I didn't feel less feminine or nothing, for real. The videos that got posted and the pictures that got posted, I got hella love and respect from everybody for being confident in myself to do that. And I seen domino effect. Not saying that people are followers, but sometimes it takes one person to open the door for somebody else to make somebody else feel comfortable.
And that's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Because you felt comfortable doing it.
And I did it and I posted it and everybody enjoyed it. And I started seeing, probably a week or two after that, I seen one of my homies that was older than me, that was super gangster thugged out my whole life, bro. I seen him get his nails done. His daughter posting online. I'm like, that's beautiful, for real. But then too, in the same breath, for real, I never ever got my feet done ever in my life, bro. Ever. No matter how many of my women didn't try to tell me to do it. I done took women to the shop. I done traveled around the world and all that, and sat there and waited for my girl to get done, and not even partaking that. I have sat down with my girl and got my hands cleaned up and all that, because I bite my nails, so she doesn't like that. So I would get a little clear coat, get cuticles clean and all that, for real, so I ain't biting my nails and my hands look good, for real. But I never did the feet thing, because I always felt it was feminine. I went and got my feet done for the first time by you, for real, and I got to tell my girl, I'm like, after getting that done, that's a service that for real, my whole life I never got it done because the stigma, because I don't even want to say I got my feet done.
Yeah.
I got she's like it's not we're not gonna call it a pedicure or a pedi. We're gonna call it hand detailing and foot detailing for real. So I'm explaining this to a couple of my dudes and telling them, and they're like, oh, we're gonna have to come try it, bro. After I got done, I told her, I said, you know what? As much as I always thought that would be like feminine or feel real for real, that was mass relaxing, just like the stigma with getting massages and all that. As a little boy for real, and as a young man, I always thought dudes that kind of go get massages, and from the stories I heard, kind of was like creepy for real. Like, oh, you're not getting a massage, you're gonna go get a happy ending. But in real life, it's men that go get massages because they want to treat themselves, they want their bodies to feel good for real.
They want to perform at max
capacity, just like the IV drip set that they got doing now. Everybody getting hip to the wave that like health as well for real, and it ain't no such thing as masculine or feminine when it comes down to taking care of your health. The world has to get that message out there for real. It's not.
And Keon, just real quick, going back to the vulnerability. Okay, you got me and T. I call her T. Tia. We service all different types of people when it comes to feet. Okay, some come for maintenance, preventative measures, right? But then some come because they need a foot condition reversed. Okay, 2 different things.
3,
so when it
some
comes
come because they need someone to talk to.
2, also that's true. But when it takes a long time, for them to finally get there, right? It takes a while. When they finally get there, what I mean with they have to kind of. It's being vulnerable.
Yeah,
it's because they do have some type of thing, shame, or something connecting with it to expose themselves to me, right? And my experience, and I've been in this industry for over 25 years, I call it beauty on a mission, okay? Because, the way I look, the way I talk or whatever, I'm my own brand. I'm marketing myself, selling myself. So I get people that come up to me all the time. Maybe their intent is for something else. But of course, with me being the opportunist that I am, I'm always going to make sure your spirit is right, or, hey, I'm going to help you out, in this way. They may think at first something else, but really at the end of the day, if you don't vibe with me, your energy has got to be on point. So when I say vulnerability, when it takes some men and women, actually, I'm not going to leave them out, some time to finally get there. And they do have to be a little vulnerable.
You gotta be secure in yourself.
Yeah,
that's right.
And I think it go back to what you said, the shame.
Yeah.
And how you said everywhere you go, the way you walk, the way you talk, you're your own brand. So you represent yourself. I think where people get to a point, especially in today's society, everybody's so judgmental. People be ashamed of who they are for real. And that's why people be hiding problems and go without, I'm gonna neglect my toes for the next 30 years of my life because ain't nobody gonna see it. I could just wear a sock. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
That's crazy because you suffering at the expense of how you think somebody
How
can
you
be.
right.
Yeah. That's insane.
Somebody else,
And so it should go from, you feel me, shame to embracing, this is an issue that I need to correct. You know what I'm saying? Because that's another thing, bro. At first, when I was younger, I used to look at like how he said. I used to look at certain shit like, that's crazy. Like the penis growth pills. I used to look at stuff like that like, damn, LeBron, that was need way. That was need way. But now I'm older, I'm like, well shit, if you need it, that you got an issue, like solve your problem. Like, you feel me? There's nothing I could judge you for anyway. You feel me? Like, you got an issue, solve your issue as opposed to living as if it's not an issue that you deal with on
And it's like, no offense to Olivia, but if I got a problem, I got like some fungus or some bunions down there, I'm not coming for Olivia, I'm coming for me. So
And that's good.
So forget what
That's
everything.
good.
Yeah.
That's what you should do. Come for you. Don't come for
for me. You come for you. Because at the end of the day, yes, it is your body. And like I said in the beginning, I mean, if you see something black, or if you see a pattern of ingrown toenails, if you see, then yeah, it's time to, there's something going on the inside, or there's something that needs to be corrected. That's all.
I think that's the biggest message. Like, from everything that we saying, we didn't say it a lot, but to people that's listening, like, don't be ashamed of whatever you got going on with yourself. You gotta be securing yourself even to get to the solution of the problem. So,
That's right.
yeah, you gotta acknowledge that there's an issue there, for real. And if you don't do that, you're not even gonna get to no solution.
That's right. Can I touch on the other thing too, that helps people be comfortable, and it helps people to, drop their guard and be vulnerable, is the environment, the atmosphere. That's everything. I've worked in the Asian shops. I worked for Benny. I worked at ATL. I've worked at Hammer and Nails. I've worked at, several different places. And, most of the Asian salons and things like that, they're not really a place where people can be vulnerable. People do want to be like, okay, do my feet. So at the Spobber Shop, we've created a safe space, okay, for you to come, for you to relax, for you to vibe out, and for you to get taken care of from head to toe. Kevin, Barbara, you're going to make sure you good there. And it's not only barbering, cutting your hair. It's actually, spa service incorporated with the haircut. We care about your skin. The thing is we care about your overall health, meaning the products and the things that we use. Most of them, majority are all natural. We use essential oils and carrier oils to prevent and to reverse a lot of the conditions that most of us have. Okay? So you're not alone, if you have eczema, you're not alone if you have a dry scalp or, acne or whatnot. We all have these things, and you don't have to live with them. That's what I'm saying. And the thing that we're doing at the Spobber Shop, we're changing social statuses, okay? We're changing your social life. We're enhancing that for you. I mean, it's there.
Right.
So we're using safe products, and whether you get a bald fade, a taper, a haircut, or a hand or a foot detailing service. Everything that we use on you, 90% of the time is our own products, and they're natural and they're safe for your skin. So using those products over and over and over and over again, each visit, you're going to have a longevity of health-wise, because your skin, I'm sorry, Keon, real quick. Your skin, the integumentary system, your skin is the largest organ in your body.
Facts.
So, and it absorbs.
It's important
Yes.
because it keeps everything else safe.
Yes,
Facts.
it absorbs everything. So that's why my cooling gel, all my foot products, I tell people, use them consistently, every day, because overall, you may be 25 now and just starting to use them, but you keep on using them, and 5 years later, I'm telling you, you're going to preserve your skin. 2, your body is absorbing essential oils, rosemary, eucalyptus, lemon oil, So longevity over time, it's the safest and it's best for your skin. So that's what we do at the Spobber Shop.
Yeah, I just when it provided testimony. That blue
Cooling
what was it?
gel.
It
Yeah,
worked.
yeah.
It worked.
Oh,
Just
yes.
telling me
Like
about that.
I'll be having like this tension. I don't even know what it is, but
Yeah.
the cooling gel, it's damn near giving me a massage. It's like
Yeah.
a cream that give you a massage, and like it got the cooling sensation too. I like.
Yeah.
I like.
I like
That's
that
what's
you
up.
spoke about the environment that you provide. One of the biggest things we've been pushing as a network, we got the Bagged In 30 challenge. I don't know when this dropping, but it's before October 1st. Lock in.
Even if it's now, even if you don't see this October 1st, still lock in.
Lock in. And that's our biggest thing too, is building an environment of assets. So the people around you can be assets or they can be liabilities. Or you gonna be around people that's adding to your success, that's adding to your health, or you gonna be around people that's taking away from you. So that's a big thing.
And it's
for-
funny, like energy attract energy, and like we didn't know where this conversation was gonna go, but y'all minds be on the same page as our minds. So as we talking, I was thinking like that's crazy how like we attract people that
No,
be on the
that
same time.
is crazy.
Yeah.
You just brought it full circle.
Yeah.
And we was talking about that before we got on the podcast. Like,
Yeah.
you ain't necessarily know where you wanted to take it.
Right.
And I was telling them, like, we ain't do too much preparation either.
Right.
Like, it was just going to be an organic
That's right.
discussion. And that's exactly what this was. Like, I'm
Yeah.
glad we was able to do this, for
We'll
real.
talk about how, like, we were talking about, like, the people you have around you. They say
Okay.
the 5 to 7 people closest to you are. They say like the 5 to 7 people closest to you in your circle or is who you're gonna turn out to be.
Yeah.
So if you don't surround yourself with people who are where you want to be, you're not gonna go where you
Like-minded.
go.
Facts.
That's right.
And
Facts.
I think that's one of the biggest things. Is just like as soon as you walk into this room, you can feel the positivity.
Yeah.
And
That's
like,
right.
I seen Keon downstairs. He opened up his arms wide. Like,
That's right.
Give me a hug.
That's right.
And I'm running late. Like, oh my God, I'm so scared. And here he is like, come on, we ready for you, let's go.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, there was no script. I'm not really like, I like to be in the background for the most part.
Yeah, she said you was a little
I ain't gonna tell you what
But as soon as you got on here, it was like,
Look, more than two lines.
Energy means everything. And so
Right.
that's I'm just like, oh, okay, here we are, like like-minded
Yes.
people, like you said. So this is some place where like, okay, surround yourself with these type of people, you can excel. You can go to where you're trying to go. But you know, if you're not and you're not being smart about it, you don't have a plan for your life,
Facts.
then you're going to lollygag, do whatever, and just whoever comes your way, you're gonna accept. And you can't do that because the devil will send lots of people your way.
It's crazy you say that because that's part of our whole brand. Like the network, that's what we try to create that kind of community. We didn't tell y'all none of that. You just said that from nowhere.
Right.
Like that's how you know it's true. Like
that's how you know it's true. That's money. That's a bag. If you could leave people with one last message, what would you say to them? The three of y'all, by the way.
I was gonna say that too. 'Cause I got
Yeah.
some one thing that we didn't touch on that's so crucial that we kind of forgot.
Yeah, you been snapping. You been snapping.
I'll say it after you say what you gotta
Okay.
say for real.
Oh, what?
If you could leave people with one last message, what would you say to them?
Well, what comes in my head would be live on purpose. Live on purpose. Take care of yourself. You know, yes, we're young now. While you have the energy, you know, while you have your right mind, you know, gratitude is everything. So first of all, definitely be grateful for that. And, you know, I won't say it's easy to have a survival mentality, but I think all of us in the room know what it's like to have a survival mentality, right? You know, yes, it's good. We've had challenges in front of us and we got through them. Whew, thank God. But I would say pursue and go to the next level. Surround yourself by good people to where you can have that overcomers mentality. And that includes in your finances, in your health, definitely, because it could be a lot of different problems that you have or we have in our life. But when you have a health problem, that's the only problem.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you have a health problem, that's the only problem. And again, you know, we can tell as licensed, trained professionals and with our experience, you know, just by looking at your feet, you know, kind of what's going on or what's going on with you. I would definitely recommend, and this barbershop always promotes prevention first. Prevention, prevention, prevention. So all in all, I would leave everybody with, love yourself, take care of yourself. If you're on a budget, that's great. That's cool. At this barbershop, we do have a thing called pay what you want. Okay? And that will 3 people out of the month are eligible for that. If you come in and you say, hey, you know what? I need an edge up. I got this job interview and my baby mama, she might be, is holding my money up, or my dad, I'm paying for this and I'm taking care. We don't care about your story. We sympathize with it and whatnot, but we don't care about all that. All you have to say is, hey, I'm here for the pay what you want. So we will accept 3 individuals per month. You can pay what you want. Just come and get taken care of, And that's what I would say. Put yourself first, always.
Yeah, like
always.
you said, it don't matter what if you want a budget or anything.
That's right.
Invest in yourself.
Yep.
Yeah, that's real. It's barbershop for the people.
Yep. That's right.
My last thing I wanted to touch on, for real, and leave everybody with, for real, we really didn't get to touch on this, for real, but like she said, what distinguishes us from all the other barbershops, because it's a barbershop on every corner in every neighborhood all around the country, for real. What distinguishes us from all the other shops is the environment, the vibes, the knowledge that we giving back as we giving our services out, for real, too, but it's kind of more the expertise and something that we offer that a lot of places don't offer, and we didn't touch base on, is our membership. She let y'all know about our the pay what you can, for real, but we like a family knitted company, for real, so we have our memberships, for real, for her packages, for real, and for me as a barber, and I know I can speak from experience what people in the economy be saying, for real. A lot of people complaining about the price of haircuts and all that now, for real, because when I was growing up, I could go get a haircut. The adults' haircuts was $15, $20. Kids' haircuts was $10. The game didn't change. Yesterday's price is not today's price. So everything is cost so much more now, for real. It's inflation, but it's the cost of living is up more too. So people gotta respect the game, but we got the memberships, and she can explain to you a little bit more about the hand detailing, the foot detailing memberships and all that. But I'll just give you the simple numbers. All right, I got a couple of my customers. One of my customers is a single mom. She has 3 little boys. I charge $30 a haircut, for real. She pays $90 a week to get her 3 sons haircut. Overall, out of a month, 9 times 4, that's 36.
360.
That's 360. That's $360 a month that she pays for a haircut. Versus if she paid for a membership, which we offer for real, or let's just say a dad. Our membership for a single grooming package, for real, is $110 a month, for real. But with the membership, let's just say you get the membership. We're not even going to talk about her, but I gave you her numbers to show you what a person is saving a month, for real. The typical she would be paying $360 a month, for real. If she had the membership, or if you had the membership, with the membership comes, you can come every week and get your service done, your haircut, line up, all that stuff, for real. And I don't just do regular haircuts like you do to the barbershop. That's why most people don't want to pay that much, because they feel like they're not getting their services worth, for real. I do hot steam treatment, scalp manipulations, a quick facial. That guarantee comes with my services, for real. So with the $110 a month entails, for real, you pay that membership fee up front, for real. You can cancel anytime you want, for real. Let's say you got a son. If for an adult man to come in the shop and get a haircut, it's $44. So if you and your son came and got a haircut every week, that would be $74 every single week. If you add that up times 4, 74, you can basically say 150, 150, 300, that's $300 a month. If you pay $110 for the membership, you come in every week and get your haircut. But with our membership, like we said, it's about social status, uplifting yourself, feeling better, feeling like you are a part of the upper echelon of the society and all that, for real, because you care about yourself and all that good stuff. You can bring free guests with you one time a month, for real. So let's just say you pay for your membership and your cousin comes in town, y'all got a funeral or something, your cousin want a barber, get a lineup, come on bro, you come with me, you don't gotta pay nothing for real. Hey Kev, I'm coming in and get a haircut this weekend, can you book me for Thursday? I'm bringing my cousin wanna be with me, he come in, no charge whatsoever for real, get his haircut out to you for free. Or to save money, because we're family oriented, that's the thing we cap off with, like friends and buddies and stuff like that. But as far as kids, let's just say you got a son. Instead of you paying $75 every single week to get y'all's haircut, you bring your son in every week and it's free. Because you paid for the membership for real. Yeah. So now you paying $110 a month for just a simple grooming package for real. We got a $150 grooming package that's a little bit upper scale, and you can probably bring your buddy maybe twice that want a grown up side, and you still can bring your kid every month. Which that's 2 for 1 for you still paying $150, you 50% saving. Nowhere else in the city is doing this. And you get to come to a good environment. It's peaceful. It's in Polaris. It's in a good neighborhood for real.
And it's intimate. It really is.
Yeah, it's more like a homie.
Yeah.
Like how back in the day, not homie like homie as in like your buddy homie. I mean homie like homely, as in like your home, like the more intimate vibe is if I come to your home, because I do house calls too, but I prefer everybody to come to the shop, but it would be a more intimate vibe if I come to your home, cut your hair, you know, you comfortable. Let's say you got your kids, you don't gotta worry about telling your kid to sit down, you can make sure your kid watching TV, you got your food cooking on the stove, you can go start your meal, come sit down, I cut you up, get right back to your usual 1-2. It's damn near the same vibe in the barber shop for real. And that membership is key for real, because like I said, the cost of living is up. We're not trying to rob nobody or get over on nobody, and we offering extra deals for real to help keep everybody involved and all that. And she even working her hand with like some of the nursing homes, some of the businesses out there, where we offering discounts and all that stuff for real. We want people to come in and feel comfortable and get their money worth for real, instead of going just to a barber shop just to get a service done for real and walk away and still not feel happy for real. Cause I done went in mass barber shops and get my hair done, go home, jump in the shower, wash up right quick, and then go look in the mirror and be like, oh, where'd my edge up go? Like, and that ain't the vibe or energy.
Yeah.
Man.
Shout out to y'all though for that.
Yeah.
Tia, what would you say?
Put that
My last little thoughts, nothing too crazy. Health is wealth, as we know. And then to add to that, my mom always tells me, pay now or pay later.
Yeah.
Right.
So that means, you know, if you need to wake up a little bit earlier and get to the gym or do some yoga or stretch, you need to do that. Because later on down the line, you might not be able to stretch. You might not be able to do any of that. The food that you eat, it's important. Like garbage in, garbage out. So whatever and that's mentally what you're listening to, like what, you know, subconsciously, like the people that you surround yourself with, what you put into your body, like all of it, garbage in, garbage out. So if you're not feeding yourself positivity, you're not gonna get it. And it's really important to just make sure that your perspective is positive, because what you said, like, you know, the universe hears all of that. And
manifestation
very, very
and all
powerful.
that.
So if you're not changing or working on your perspective, you're not going to see the brighter side of things.
That's right.
And so just little things in life, like people say, like, oh, I'm broke right now. Like, oh, I'm between blessings. I'm going through it. No, I'm overcoming something.
That's right.
So it's always just little things of how you word things can change your whole perspective, and how you see things can just change your whole life. And if you see that, if you feel inferior, you feel like when you're less than, you're always going to be that way. And how the confidence that you have in yourself, people see that. So if you are putting off you are not valuable, you're less than, you feel like you don't matter, people unfortunately will treat you as such.
Absolutely.
You're going to attract that.
Absolutely.
And that's what you're going to attract. But if you know that you have value, you know that you're priceless, then people are going to treat you as such. So it's just really important to make sure that you take care of yourself and that you work on loving yourself and making sure that you are one of the most important people in your life.
That's what confidence is. I don't think people be realizing that for real. Loving yourself and taking care of yourself and all that for real. Health is wealth, being wise, all that. That's what brings your confidence. how you keep yourself groomed. That's one thing that last say too, for real. My mom always told me that, for real. When you step out into the world, how people view you is how you want to succeed in life, for real. It's never ever what you know, it's always who you know, for real. But your appearance and how you carry yourself is everything. Because I can go outside right now, take everything I got off, dress super bummy, and go stand out there with a sign, put a couple leaves in my locks and all that, for real, and nobody would know that I do what I do, for real.
Right.
People would think I was homeless, and people would probably be mean to me, say crazy stuff. But then I could dress up nice, take my barbershop shirt off, like throw on a Gucci shirt, throw on a Gucci hat or something, and go stand out there with a sign and say I'm down on times, and I would still get a complete different response, even though I'm still begging, than I would being dressed bummy and not looking up the par, for real. And that's what our main thing we focus on, for real, is like people's health and wealth and all that, because that builds confidence. Somebody that's healthy, somebody that's looking good and feeling good. And I never got into this industry for money. I always tell her that. She told me the same thing when I first met her. That's what made me want to come work for a company, because it wasn't about the money, for real. It was about what we put back out into the society, and you get back, for real. Yeah. And my thing, I tell her all the time, and she vouch, I done turned down money from cuts from people, for real, and did it for free, for a simple fact. My thrill when I do somebody's hair, cut them, whether it's the beard, face, whatever, I always know if my work is good. A person don't never gotta say nothing. You know how I always know if I did my job and I got a blessing coming? When I hand them the mirror. That's my dead giveaway. I hand somebody the mirror, the craziest, meanest, saddest, depressed. I didn't even done it for homeless people, where I went out and gave back to the community and cut a couple of homeless people's hair, go to the go to the shelter when we'd had events at the shelters, go to the nursing home when I had events at the nursing home, go to the rec centers when I had events at the rec centers, even all the way down to kids, bro. A little kid. Kids don't understand what confidence is or nothing, but a kid that's not properly groomed, I observed the difference, for real. I can see a little kid that's not properly groomed, he getting in trouble in school and all that, for real. I'll be like, hey, his parents don't cut his hair, for real. Might see him at a sports game or a rec center or something. Here, give him the mom the car, bring your son in, I'll give him a free cut. And cut the little boy's hair, and when in a couple weeks, his grades go up, he stopped fighting, all type of stuff. And that's just simply from a child.
Value yourself a little bit more.
Your confidence and everything come from how you carry yourself and all that, for real. And when you well groomed and looking up the par, for real, you attract that back. It's like manifesting, for real. Like she said, if you speak good out into the world and you say certain stuff good, she said the same thing. You said it. Then everybody in here, when they spoke, they all said the same thing about manifesting and the power of words and all that, for real. That's real, for real.
The universe is reciprocal, and that's how we all came together to be in this one place right here, right now.
Right.
The universe is reciprocal.
Yes.
But to add on to what you saying, you gotta fall in love with the process and not the results.
Right.
You feel me? So you love to see making somebody's day, giving them the progress, not your progress, but theirs, you feel me? And that's the work that you putting in. The money gonna come just from you getting confidence and gaining experience through that. So it's always about securing the bag and not the bag itself.
Right.
That's right. That's right.
Where
Can y'all tell people where they can find y'all, please?
Absolutely.
And we definitely we might gotta do an event with you, man.
Yeah.
We might gotta do something.
I'm always down, for real.
For sure.
Whatever it is, for real, I'm always down for it, especially on the cuts for giving back, for real. Because it'd be a lot of times the moms don't be having it for school.
Right.
We was trying to get everything open in time, for real. We got to get some couple school cuts in, for real. But I really wanted to do, and we had talked about it heavy, I really wanted to do a whole drive, for real, for moms to bring out. And I usually do that every year when I'm cutting, for real, where I do bring one kid, get one kid free.
Right.
Or we do free all day from this time to this time. We definitely can network and put something together, for real.
It's definitely gonna happen.
Where can they find y'all on social media?
Yes, well, we're on Instagram and also Facebook and TikTok under The Spa Barbershop. And I've heard people mispronounce it. It's not Sparbershop. It's Spa Barbershop. Okay? Spa Barbershop. And we're on Instagram. We are on Facebook and TikTok. We're also on YouTube as well. Look for a newer content here soon. Real quick, I'm going to be very, very quick. Kevin had mentioned the packages and memberships. We do have 3 packages, and they're at an incredible price point, okay? I've scaled them really, really well, but we do have 3 packages, and one is the Groom Me Up, that's the works. That is scaled at $150. You're getting your haircut, which doesn't matter the method. If you're getting clippers, if you're getting shears, if you're getting razor, it don't matter. It comes with it. You're getting the haircut, you're getting the beard care. The beard care and grooming consists of shampooing of your beard and conditioning and trimming. Then you're also getting a scalp massage, okay? That comes with the great, great hands of the barber, Kevin Penn, and, a massage and manipulation tool that helps assist him to aid with the scalp manipulation. Then last, you're getting the deep cleanse facial, which all the products that we use are our products, the Spa Shop. They are all natural, and you can get them there at the Spa Shop. The other 2 packages are 110 and I think 100. I can't remember, but you can go when you go to the Instagram, you'll see all the information and the content posted. The memberships, I'm definitely going to give out more information on our Instagram with the memberships, but the memberships are great. They are incredible. One, I will say for senior citizens, if you're 65 years of age or older, Monday and Tuesdays are your days. So, fellas, bring your uncles, bring your grandfathers, bring your dad, okay, on Monday and Tuesday, all right? And they can get a foot and hand detailing service and haircut service. For all senior citizens, is 15% off of your total, too. Monday and Tuesdays only. Then the memberships, which is the mega one, is the VIP Grooming Pass. That Grooming Pass is packaged at $240. Wonderful price. Let me tell you briefly why. One, you're getting everything. And that Grooming Pass gives you the right to get and serviced in every way. And that's exactly what we do. And not only that, you can also have your kids serviced under that membership for free. For free. If your boy is in town, you go and pick him up at the airport. And the show don't start for a couple hours. And he needs a haircut.
Bring him down to the barber shop.
Bring him in, and it's all for your membership. You don't have to pay. He doesn't have to pay anything. It's free. So that's that on that. So
That's a good package. That sounds like something that I know a lot of y'all need that. I know a lot of y'all need that. Y'all see how good we look up here. We done all been to Olivia. She done took care of us. I advise y'all to go get taken care of, man. Invest in yourself, man.